those res, I hope. Lovely. Grazing already. Excellent. I asked Desley from Cows and Clover to tell us a bit more about what the cattle will do while they're grazing, the effect they'll have on this area, and what we can hope to gain for biodiversity and carbon sequestration.
So I'm Desley from Cows and Clover, and I'm going to talk to you about what the cattle are doing whilst they're grazing here. So essentially, when you're making a meadow, you want to make the soil as poor as possible. And when you've got grass left on, it rots down into the soil and it makes the soil really rich, and it makes it hard for wildflowers to thrive there because they're competing against the grass. So the cattle here are taking that bulk of grass away, and so they should leave it a lot shorter. And so when the spring comes and any wildflower seeds are around sort of there, they can then sort of have a chance to get purchase in the soil and go away for the summer. The cattle will be doing is that they'll be carrying seeds with them in their coat. So for instance, there's been burdock at the place where they were before, and they might have burdock seeds also in their tails and things, and as they're moving around, the seeds will be being transferred onto the ground here. They'll also be carrying seeds in their gut, so when they're done, they'll be leaving a seed potentially in that pat that will be ready, sort of fertilised and ready to sort of start growing away in the spring. So another thing they do is that they'll create scrapes. So they'll sort of paw the ground and get some bare patches going, and that'll allow possibilities for seeds to land there and then grow away on the bare patches. But it also gives opportunities for insects to use those to use that exposed soil.
This is Cinderella. She's a small Dexter, and she's in with the herd of 6 altogether that have come in, and you can probably see her wearing that collar, and that is part of the no fence collar scheme. Now that does mean that we don't have to put up temporary or permanent fencing for them while they're here, so wildlife can still move around, and they can get on with the job of grazing the areas we'd like them to graze. But I asked John how the no fence collars work.
I'm John Seven from Cows and Clover, and I've been setting up the no fence collars here at Dittiscombe. The collars hang around the cow's neck and have a chain which makes an electrical contact at either side of their necks. We then download to the collars a map of the site with the boundaries that we want the cattle to graze to, and then the collars use that downloaded map to check where the cow is with respect, using GPS, check where it is with respect to the map. If it gets close to the boundary, the collar starts to sound an audio warning, and if it carries on towards the boundary, the warning gets higher and higher, and if it doesn't respond to the audio warning, then it'll get a small electric pulse through the chains around its neck, and that should make it turn around. The cattle learn quite quickly where the boundaries are, and then they use the tones to graze to the extent that we want them to.